And we are back at the top of another Savage stream. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I know it's been a while. I've been kind of busy with the wiring and all the stuff I've got going on in here. The house is a wreck. I've got cables ran all everywhere. It's nuts. But anyway, that's what I've been working on, and that's why I haven't been streaming this week too much. But the CCX guys, Conceal, they came out with a basically a swap from from CCX to wrap CCX or vice versa, and they're on the testnet right now on Ethereum's testnet, so that we, the community, can kind of test this thing out and make sure that it's going to work and no one's going to lose their very valuable CCX, future valuable CCX. So I figured I would take a look at it. I know I've done content on the wrap CCX before. I think I did it a couple of months ago whenever it first came out. And so this is really interesting because this gives you a little bit of a easier way to go straight from CCX instead of from ETH, right? So you can just go from CCX straight to wrap CCX. Before you had to go from ETH to wrap CCX, I think is the way it worked. I'm struggling. I don't remember exactly, but I do remember that it was, this is crazy, but that transaction that I was doing for that live stream, the one transaction that I ever did on Uniswap, and I got that 400 Uniswap airdrop thing that they did. So freaking awesome. I mean, off of literally one trade on Uniswap, and I was able to do that. So that's cool. I wish I would have created like a whole bunch of, I didn't think about it, creating like a whole bunch of different wallets. Anyway, all right, so I'm just kind of rambling about that. But let's go ahead and get into what we were looking at, what we're going to look at tonight. And then I'll probably, if it goes pretty smooth and we get pretty far, I'll show you like where I'm at with the networking and stuff too. So it should be pretty interesting. Let's check this out. So here is that's their website. Then they have this Medium article here, CCX and wCCX wrap CCX swap testnet. Talks about what they're working on. They are on the Coven, I don't know how to say that, Coven Ethereum testnet, and you're going to be using actual CCX on that Ethereum testnet. So you got to I would use really small amounts because you don't want to mess up and mess up the procedure and actually end up losing your real CCX. So be super careful. Basically it's one CCX for one wrap CCX and vice versa. The website is here. Let me drop that into the chat and the description eventually, maybe. Nobody's saying anything over here. Nobody's chatting. All right, so there's the chat. I'll try to remember to put that in the description too. And basically you get to this page here that looks like this. Although this is just for testnet, their actual one looks really cool. It looks like this. This is the one that they're actually working on. This will be hanging off of their website, I would assume. So that'll be pretty neat. That'll be super cool once that's up there. But for now, it looks like this. And here's the live site right here. So you just get to choose which one you want to do. And first, we will do the CCX to wCCX. And it walks through all this in this guide here, really good guide. The one thing you want to make sure of though is that you're on the Coven test network for Ethereum. So, if you're not familiar, MetaMask has this option up here, little drop down, and you want to be on this network right here, Coven test network, before you start doing anything. And if you need ETH, most people will, because not a lot of people, go and look at, the testnet stuff. So if you need some ETH, not real ETH, this is just testnet ETH, then you can go over here to, I think they talk about it here. Yeah, right here. You can get free ETH by going to this faucet. I think you have to connect your wallet and basically just confirm, let it connect. And once you connect it and confirm it, you can get one full ETH sent to this as a test, right? It's one test ETH. It's not really ETH. And that way you can pay the gas fees and all that stuff that this little procedure actually requires. All right. So now, once you get your ETH in there and you're able to cover the gas fees for using the Ethereum network in the future, that'll be for real. Then you want to go back to, let's go back to, oh, I already had it up. So if you go to this website here, conceal.cf/swap, we're going to go swap direction CCX to wCCX. And we'll just use 5 CCX, pretty low number. The CCX address, I've been using the web wallet, and that's what we'll do here. We just have to get the address that we're going to be sending it from. Okay, I know I've got receive up here. Let's just do it the right way. We'll go this way, just to make sure it's the same address. But okay, so now we're going to go over here to the website or the form here, put in our address that we're going to be sending the CCX from. Okay, we want to send this and get wrapped CCX, so we need that address. So once you get in the MetaMask here, then I think this one, you know what, I was not using that. I was using the one on Chrome because I think the one on Brave, I got to do something with my settings. And well, why do you need wrapped CCX? It allows you to enter the Ethereum ecosystem with CCX. So with a privacy coin, you're able to interact basically in a way with the Ethereum ecosystem. Like you can add it to wallets like we're doing for MetaMask, and you can you can use it with dApps you can that use ERC20 tokens. Basically, wrapped CCX is just an ERC20 token that represents real CCX on the Ethereum network in that ecosystem. So one wrapped CCX is equal to 1 CCX, and it's kind of a private gateway to Ethereum. You can convert that wCCX to CCX, and you have that inherent privacy coin feature offered by CCX. And since CCX was designed as a store of value to begin with, and all this is just gravy, right? Being able to get CCX on an Ethereum network and then use it. You could use it for anything that accepts ERC20 tokens. That's basically what we're looking at. The purpose is to create a leveraged stablecoin that trades as a yield aggregator. This is from their website. Trades as a yield aggregator for lending platforms that rebalances for the highest yield during contract interaction. So this is kind of like its own Uniswap in a way, built into the Conceal ecosystem. I'm not real great with like swapping and all the Uniswap stuff, but getting a privacy coin on the Ethereum network this way and off of the Ethereum network is pretty significant. So I think that there'll be things built around this. There'll be, I know that the team's working on stuff, so I'm sure there's more to follow. But that's basically what this is for. All right, let's see here. Let me see. What was I doing? That's wCCX. Okay, so I need to get to. I had it open. Oh, here we go. All right, let me do it this way then. All right, so in MetaMask, you can see that I've already added wCCX. I believe you have to add it, like you have to go add token and then put in the CCX, the custom token, the wCCX contract address, which you can get from their, I think it's from their website. Let me try to remember where I got it from. I know it's in Ether, if you look it up on Etherscan. Anyway, that's how you would add it. If you've never done that before, you would just add in the contract address. Let me go see if I can find it real quick. Give me a second. So yeah, another reason I haven't really been streaming a lot also is because there's a lot of NVIDIA 3000 series content out there right now, and folks are doing all kinds of testing and whatnot, which is fine, but I want to give them, you know, the stage, I guess you could say, and not interfere with their stuff so much, especially on the live streaming side. You know, I don't want to, like, because a lot of us have a lot of the same viewers, so it kind of, I don't know, kind of feel like I just let them do their thing for a while, because I unfortunately have not got a 3080 yet. So, you know, I don't know if I will or not. I might go with a 3070 and maybe even a 3060 Ti whenever that's released, because it looks like that might be the one that is best for dollars per mega hash, right? So we'll see. I'm gonna let some things work out. You know, there's a little bit of issues with the 3080 and stuff anyway, so in a way I'm glad I didn't go ahead and buy one, but that's kind of another reason why, besides all the wiring. But yeah, I've just kind of been giving away to all that. There's a lot of content out there on a lot of different channels. All right, so I went to Etherscan. This is the contract address for wrapped CCX. You can see that up here, Conceal wrapped CCX. So we're going to throw that into MetaMask. Let me go back over here. You would go right click, paste. I just copied that address. You would put the symbol in here, wCCX, like that. I think it was 6 decimals, I believe. And then next, and then next, and then add tokens, like that. All right, now I'm gonna have 2, right? I think that this is the one I just added. I don't know, we'll see. All right, I don't know if this messes things up or not, because earlier, whenever I was messing around with this, I thought I had swapped CCX for wCCX, and it never showed up here, but I was able to transfer it out. So I don't know what happened. We need to watch that again and see if it actually happens. Okay. So anyway, this is your address. It's basically your ETH address here, and we are on the Coven test network. You want to keep double checking that, make sure it doesn't flip back on you. It shouldn't. I'm going to paste that in there. Then I'm going to say swap assets. You could put an email address in here for, you know, monitoring, and they'll send you emails and stuff regarding the transaction. I'm not going to do that. We're just going to go swap assets. Maybe. All right, there we go. Now it's asking for the gas fee, right, for Ethereum, and this is why you have to go and get that free Ethereum from the faucet on the testnet, right, so that you can actually perform this function. So click confirm there. It's waiting. It's got a little pop-up over here on my other screen that says confirm transaction. Now, you might think, well, I'm just waiting on this to finish. Well, that's not how swaps work, because it doesn't have access to your wallet, right? It can't pull coins out of your wallet that you're telling it to pull coins out of. You have to do that. Okay, so what we're going to do is, and this isn't your wallet anyway, this is a swap address. So we're going to copy the swap address. Then we're going to have to go to our wallet, and it's telling you here what to do. CCX you need to send to the swap address. The number is 5. This is the address, and then you need to include the payment ID, or else it will fail, because it's got to be able to identify the specific parameters, the specific settings of this transaction. All right, so we're going to go back over here to the web wallet. You could do this from, I think you can do it from any wallet, I would assume, any Conceal wallet. We're going to go send, and it needs to be from the address that you specified originally, right? Send CCX from there to, paste that in there. That was the previous one that I had done. Double check that. Yeah, I think I hit a character in there. Okay, that's good. And whoops, I was not supposed to click off of that. Okay, is this the same address? Okay. All right, then the amount is going to be 5. Payment ID, we need to go and grab that. Here's the payment ID right here. And remember, we're going from CCX, from actual real CCX, to wrapped CCX. We're going to go in here and paste that. Don't really want to give it a label or anything. I've got 2FA set up, so give me a second here. All right, and then send. All right, cool. So now it's got information up here about the transaction that it's sent. So now if we go and we monitor our MetaMask here, I guess I was already on it. If we go over here, monitor this, what we should see eventually, we saw a little bit of ETH get taken out for the transaction. So eventually we should see 5 CCX in one of these. I don't know which one it'll be. Probably this one, I guess. That one looks like it's got some activity. This one doesn't, so let's hide that one. So we'll just leave it like that. Yeah, see, I did it twice today already. So this takes a little bit of time. So let me check the chat while this is going on. Oh yeah, that's right, Michael C, you're right. They definitely have the, well, I don't know. Do they have wCCX on there? I know they normally have, they do have other projects, contract IDs right here like this, but I don't think for wCCX. Yeah, see, there's no wrapped on here. All right, and what we can do too is I can show you, let's see, let me bring that back up so that we can kind of monitor it here. So this is still saying that I did send it, right? Yeah, okay. All right, so yeah, it's a little slow. I think before it came up pretty quickly and said, maybe not, I don't know. I'm probably mixing things up here. All right. So I've been super busy doing the wiring and stuff. I have, let's see, I've ran 5 Cat 6A runs from right here where I'm sitting, basically on the wall right in front of me, and 1 50-foot HDMI cable also into that closet that is on the screen right now. That is going to be the network equipment closet, you know, the switch, router, Dream Machine from Ubiquity and all that stuff is going to be in there. All right, so see, it went through and you've got information here about the transaction, and then right here you've got 5 CCX. So now you could take this 5 CCX if you were on the real Ethereum network and do whatever with it. Whatever your, you know, whatever would accept CCX, wCCX transactions, or funding, or pools, or whatever. At this point, it's on the Ethereum network, and you can do whatever you can with it. Now, so that successfully went through. So now let's go the other way. We're going to go from this wCCX back to real CCX. So if we go over here and look, we have we have a little bit locked here. So we sent out. Let's go to transactions here. Yeah, so we sent out the 5, okay, and it's still pending and stuff. I think we'll still be able to go. Actually, it just went away from pending, so it looks like we're good. And we can get rid of both of these. So now we have 58 instead of 63 or whatever it was before. All right. So now let's go from here. So we're going to go from wCCX to, so this is wrap. So now imagine if you took that CCX and you went and did some things with it on the Ethereum network, staked it. I don't know all the different things you can do, but you did whatever. Now you want to, maybe you earned more. I don't know if you could do that. You earn more and you swapped it into wCCX. So you could swap it out of wCCX into something else, stake and do that whole yield farming and all that stuff that's going on over there. Then get it back to wCCX. This is the cool part, because now you're going to go private, right? So all that stuff that you did and you earned potentially on the Ethereum network, now you're going to go back private with it to where it can't be traced, okay, on a true privacy coin. So now you're looking at going from CCX. Now this is a small amount, but just imagine it was a whole lot more. And we're going to go from wCCX to CCX. So we're going to go back here. And it's basically the same exact thing. We're going to do the same 5 amount. The CCX address that we're going to is that. And the address that we're coming from, wCCX address, it's the same as your Ethereum right here. So we're going to grab that, put it in there, and then swap assets. And then it needs to hit you with the gas fee again. We're going to confirm. I got the pop-up saying that it was completed. So now over here, eventually, it should pop in and show you that it's coming in. So it'll go back up to like 63 or whatever. All right, I'll bring that back up if it comes up. So yeah, so I've got 5. I've got one more I've got to run. I got one more Cat 6 I got to run from this office, or from where I'm sitting now. Basically, I've got a TV, a smart TV in here, so I want to have Cat 6 for that. And I have to pull a 3.5 millimeter extension cable 2 for the IR repeaters. I got to do that. And then I've also got a Toslink optical audio cable that I'm going to be running to the TV in here too, because eventually I'm going to have part of this whole project here is to have in-ceiling speakers, because I had all this at my old house that I installed, and whenever I moved here, it's kind of frustrating because I basically moved out of like this awesome house that I had done all this work to, and then I get here and it's just a vanilla house again, right? So so I got to get the in-ceiling speakers. I'm going to do it a little bit better than I did the last time, and basically anything that comes to this TV here, I want to be able to pump that through the speakers, and that's where the Toslink optical audio cable comes in. I've got the receivers. All the receivers are going to actually be, or the receiver is going to be in that closet. All right, so the transaction came in, and you can see here that it is 60, back up to 64, almost 63. So the transaction is completed, we're good. And what we did is we swapped all the way from, we went from CCX in our wallet to wrap.CCX. Then we went from wrap.CCX to back to CCX. So we did the whole thing, and it worked, and it looks like it's working great. So I foresee that being on LiveNet, live Ethereum network, pretty soon, because that's pretty slick. It worked perfectly. So congrats to those guys working on that stuff. You guys are awesome. All right, so back to my little closet here. So the receiver, I've got 2 receivers. I'll have one that will be set up for the great room, and then one for this room, because this is kind of like my theater, office, streaming. This is like my everything room. This is my media center room that I'm in here. So all that's going to be down there, but I want to be able to control the devices from here. And that's the way it was in my old house, is I had the IR, the infrared repeaters, and everything worked great. Got like a universal remote kind of thing going on, so I can control everything with one remote. So it works out pretty well. But that is what I have going out. Let me go down there and show you guys what I've done in the closet itself real quick here. You're probably not going to be able to hear me that well. I'm just going to point the camera up a little bit. And I don't know if you can kind of see those holes. Let me back the camera up just a little bit. Yeah, so you can see the holes that I cut in the wall there. Those are 3 gang. Basically, I'm going to have a home theater, one of those wall feed-through wall plates, right? So it's going to be super clean looking once it's done. But those are just basically just 3 gang hole cutouts there. And then right in the middle of that is actually a stud. So I've got in the attic, I had to drill holes on both sides of the stud to drop the cables down. And the thing is that I'm doing this completely by myself. So, I don't have someone down here that is watching to see, watch me make sure that the cables aren't getting tangled as I'm pulling them up or whatever, right? There's zero help. So it's just me, and you kind of have to, it takes a lot longer to do it by yourself, a whole lot longer. One other person would be great, because then, running the cables, you're not going to accidentally pull a cable up through the wall that you just ran like I did last night. And what was funny was I tweeted about it because I had tied a knot in the cable so that I couldn't pull it up through the wall. But what I didn't remember is that I'd already pulled one cable and it was not knotted. So whenever I was in the attic and I was pulling the other cables, I saw that one extra cable laying there. So I just grouped it in with the other ones and started pulling it, and sure enough, pulled it right up through the wall. So don't do that. Pretty frustrating. But yeah, I made a mess, cutting holes in the wall in here, and dust everywhere. So, all right, guys. Hopefully this was somewhat entertaining. I know I'm kind of like doing 2 different things. We did the conceal thing plus a little bit of the networking stuff, but I just want to let you guys know what I was kind of working on. So I know it's been a minute. So I'll try to get back to it. This is taking a lot of my time though. Plus I have a full-time job also. So this networking thing is taking a lot. Plus, and this isn't even the end of it, because once the networking part is done, then I got to go back and do the in-ceiling speakers and all that stuff. So it's going to be a little bit, probably about another week before I'm back to kind of pretty steady. I think it'll probably be another week that it might be pretty sporadic. I will try to do something tomorrow night because it's Crypto Fireball Friday. I do have some Fireball now, although I've been being really good. I haven't been drinking a lot of Fireball, so that's good. Anyway, all right, guys, I'm just rambling. I will see you guys tomorrow night, Crypto Fireball Friday. Be sure you smash the like, share, subscribe, and all that stuff. You guys are awesome for doing that, by the way. And if you're watching this like after the live stream, leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about wCCX and the whole Conceal project as a whole. Let me know your thoughts on that. Also tell me what you think you can do with wCCX, the wCCX, once it's on the Ethereum network, and why this is so important. And also let me know what you think about the networking thing I've got going on. So yeah, I'm not going to document a lot of it. I'm just going to kind of do it. I'm taking pictures along the way, and maybe we'll go through the pictures at the end or something. I don't know. We'll see. All right, guys. Stay savage, everybody.